morning. My today's topic is pointer and linked list. I am Shravan Kumar, assistant professor from Ajay Kumar Garg Engineering College, Ghaziabad. So, first of all, what is pointer? Pointer is a reference to another variable or memory location in a program that is used to change the variable inside the function, which means reference parameter, used to remember a particular member of a group such as an array, used in dynamic memory location means at a instance, or we can say on the fly, especially of array, used in building complex data structure, which we talk about linked list, stack, queue, tree, etc. We will also discuss linked list later on. So pointer basically it is a variable that allocate an address in computer memory. The address depend on computer or operating system. So name of the variable is a reference to the memory address. So a pointer variable contain a representation of an address of another variable. So P is a pointer variable in the following. Suppose I have int v value having 101, and I created a pointer star p, that is type int, and that contain the address of this variable v. So if I talk about v having the value 101, so p contain the address of that variable. So which means a pointer is a variable that contain the address of another variable as a value. So pointer variable definition, so basically it is the syntax where we define type and we use indirection operator star, and we give the name to the pointer. So examples are like star p, that is of type int, star q, that is of type float, star r, that is of type character type of pointer. If I talk about complex example, here the AP is an array of 5 pointer of type integer. So next we talk about the address operator. So address operator or ampersand operator, we can say, can be used in front of any variable object in C. The result of the operation is the location in the memory of the variable. So syntax will be ampersand variable reference. If I talk about int v and int star p is pointer, and if I talk about int a of 5 having 5 integer type of pointers variable. So if I talk about ampersand v, that the memory location of integer variable v. If I talk about ampersand a2 means memory location of array element 2 in array 2 in array a. If I talk about star ampersand p, which means the memory location of pointer variable p. Next is pointer variable initialization and assignment. So pointer basically will be the null pointer, constant to known existence of address. So also used to indicate pointer point to nothing, means there is nothing which we have to define. So we can initialize or assign pointer variable to null, or use the address to get address of an variable. So a variable is the address operator must be of the right type of the pointer. So integer pointer point only at integer variable. If I talk about int v, and here I am defining star p equal to ampersand v does not having any value, and if I talk about this one, which means that is the nothing we have to define, that is null type of pointer. Next we talk about the indirection operator. Indirection operator means star, a pointer variable contain a memory address to refer to the content of the variable that pointer point to, and we use indirection operator, star also known as indirection operator. So as syntax is star pointer variable. Here we are defining star p. So star p would refer to the content of the variable v. in this case the integer variable is 101. So star p print the 101. Here is the sample for pointer. If talk about int a equal to 3, int b, int star p equal to ampersand of a, int star q equal to p, int star r equal to ampersand b. If I talk, if we take integer value, we define the variable r, we take the value of r. Also printf star p percent d, a and b value will be printed. Next printf value of p, q and r, pointer variable will be different, will be printed. Next q equal to ampersand of b. If p equal to q, then what it will print? 1. If q equal to r, in that case it will print 2. If star p equal to q, in that case 3 will be printed. If star q equal to r, in that case r 4 will be printed. If star p equal to r, in that case 5 will be printed. So here we take the value of r and we will do this kind of any kind of sample operation. Next is the reference parameter. To make changes to the variable that exist after the function end, we pass the address of the pointer to the function, a reference parameter. Then we use indirection operator inside the function to change the value of the parameter point to. Here in this example, what we are going to use, we are taking star cvar, which is type of we can say we are passing the pointer variable. So when we pass the address of this variable, the value will be value of that value will be called, and we are going to operate on that value, and after that we are going to print that value of x. Next, pointer returns the value. What the function return the value? In last we have seen the reference pointer passed to the function. Here we are going to check how the pointer returns the value. If I talk about here this thing, we are referring to the value that will be passed by the pointer. So here in this example, I take an array of float type having 5 elements, and we have max a as a pointer variable, and max a equal to find max a comma 5. A is type of a array is going to be passed, and 5 is the number of element we have to print. So function is going to be there, and we find that function find max. Here the array is going to be passed and value will be passed. After that, integer I float star the max. The value of the max will be, I am talking about initial value as a 0. Next, I initialize the loop 1 to n. In that case, I change use the if condition. If a of I is greater than max, in that case a of I will be shifted to the max and that return to the max. So the max value will be returned here, and that is going to be print here. So max value will be the max plus 1. So we will get the max value as a value. Next is pointer to pointer. Pointer to pointer says a pointer can also made to point to a pointer variable, but the pointer must be of type that allow it to the point to the another pointer or to the pointer. So here we are going to take an example, integer v equal to 101 and integer star p equal to ampersand of v. So p point to the integer of v. Again, if I talk about star qq, 2 times star and q here, and it is going to take the address of p. So q point to the pointer of p. So in here it is the pointer to the pointer variable, means that is pointing to another variable of that point, that is type of pointer. Next is pointer type. Pointer are generally the same size, enough byte to represent all possible memory address, but it is inappropriate to assign an address of one type of variable to different type of pointer. If I talk about in this example, Here integer v equal to 101 and float star p equal to m% of v, generally resulting in the warning rather than 0, because C always allow you to do this. It is appropriate to certain situations, set that is of type pointer. Next we are talking about casting of pointer. Casting means one type of pointer will be cast to another type of pointer. When assigning a memory address of a variable of one type to a pointer that point to another type, it is best to use cast. The operator of type cast is intentional, so this will remove the warning, because in earlier example no casting is going to be there, because it is type of int and we are passing into the float value, so warning will be there. Here if I talk about the casting, the same variable, integer variable, is going to be cast in the float is going to be there, and that will be casting into the float type. So we, when assigning a memory address to a pointer of one type of that point to another type, is best to use cast operator. So cast is means that type of casting we are going to do, and this casting will be performed here. Next, general void pointer. So general void pointer means a void is considered to be the general pointer, so no casting is needed to assign an address to a pointer to a void type. So void star is another type of pointer. So if I talk about integer v equal to 101, if I talk about void star g equal to m% of v, no warning will be there, because void is type of void will nothing will be returned, so it will be no casting is required. If I talk about void float star p equal to g, so no warning will be there, still not safe, because it is of type integer and we have casting we have used in void type of pointer. Now void pointer is going to be used in float type. Certainly library function return void star result, more which will be discussed later. So next we are talking about list and linked list. Before starting to the linked list, first, what is the meaning of list? A list refers to a sequence of data items, for example the array. So the array index is used for assessing and manipulation of array elements. So problem with array is the array size that has to be specified at the beginning, so we can't change at the runtime, means dynamic allocation is not possible there. So relog can use to readjust the size in the middle, but contiguous chunk of memory may not be available. So deleting an element or inserting an element may require shifting the element, so wasteful of space is there because of array. If I talk about the linked list, it is completely different way to represent a list, because we can make each data in a list part of the structure. The structure also contain a pointer or link to the structure containing the next data. So this type of list is called linked list, because each structure is connected to another structure and each structure is of type self-referential structure. So in self-referential structure there are two things, one is data item and one is the pointer element, and pointer element is going to be point to another element. So in this way we are going to create a list, we are going to create a linked list. So forming a linked list, we use each structure of the list having which we called as node. There are two fields, one containing the data and another containing the address of the structure holding the next data in the list. So the structure in the linked list need not be contiguous in memory, so they are ordered by logical link that are stored as a part of the data in the structured list. So the list is a pointer to another structure of the same data type, same type. So that is the most important thing we have to write here. Struct node integer data, struct node star next. Here what this represent? This represent, so this represent as a particular node. This is also known as self-referential structure. This whole code is representing a node that is called self-referential structure. So in this case we are representing a data element, and the next is the pointer element to the next element. So the pointer variable next contain either the address of the location in the memory of the successor list containing, or special value is null defined as 0. So the null is used to denote the end of the list, no successor element are there. Such structure which contain a memory field pointing to the same structure type are called self-referential structure. So in self-referential structure, here is the example. What we are going to see, a dot a, we having three structure a, b and c. A dot data equal to 1, b dot data equal to 2, c dot data equal to 3. So if I talk about a dot next equal to b dot next equal to c dot next equal to null, here what is going to be represented? A is 1 and having no pointing to next in the next pointer. Second, in element b, sorry, node b, data element having having two value, but there is no pointer pointing to another element. In 3 we having the in c we having the element value 3, but it is not pointing to the next element. That is also having the no representation of any kind of list. Now we are going to change the list. In changing the list, what we will do? A dot next equal to address of b. Next, a b dot next equal to address of c. Now what is going to be represented? In, or the value is a dot next equal to data. A dot next equal to data means that is going to be chained to another element. Once we are going to the end of the list, we will represent it with null value, means null is going to be there. So a dot next equal to data equal to 2, a dot next equal data equal to 3. Now a singly linked list, or we can say there are a number of type of list. First is a singly linked list. Singly list is a data structure consisting of sequence of nodes, means that is in a sequence. So each node contain data and link to the next node. So that is the example of single linked list. If I talk about the header element, header pointer addressed to the first element of the list, each element point to the successor element. The last element has the link value equal to null. So here it is going to be start, we call it a head, and last we call it as null. So that is going to represent a single linked list. In general, a node to be linked list may be represented as struct node, name of the type of the node, type members, any type of data members are going to be there, and that is going to represent to the link to the next element in the list. Next we are talking about the, if I talk about an example, list of student records. So we will create structure of each node, of student having three fields. One is roll number, second having name, third is the age. Suppose the list having the records, so declare n1, n2 and n3. Three student records we are going to be created. So we have created n1 dot next equal to address of n2, n2 dot next address of n3, n3 dot next equal to null. So the final list will be look like this one. So each node containing roll number, name and age, and this represent the next to the next element. If I talk about this example, we have created this example for you. Struct student, integer roll number, character name, integer age, struct student start dot next. We have structure of node of one element. Now we are going to represent n1, n2 and n3. What we are going to do? We have struct student stud p star p, n1 dot, we have taken the values. Now n1 dot next equal to address of n2, n2 dot next equal to address of n3, n3 dot next equal to null. So now traverse the list and print the element p1 equal to ampersand n1, while p not equal to null, because until and unless we are going we face the null, we will stop it. So printf, print the value of name, roll number and age, and each p represent the next element. So we are going to traverse a linked list by this way. Alternate way, instead of statically declaring the structure n1, n2, n3, dynamically allocate space for the node. We will use malloc or calloc individually for each node allocated. This is the usual way to work with linked list, as a number of element in the list is usually not known in advance. If known, we could have used array. So this is the way dynamically allocate the node allocation, storing of element 15, 18, and 2 and 7, 15, 18, 12 and 7. So what we are going to use, struct node, integer type of data we are going to take, and that is representing with a pointer star. Next, so struct node star p and star q. Thank you.